Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of November, 2022. I hope you are keeping very well. I love the way that YouTube pops up random things sometimes. I think it's very important to kind of look at a wide variety of videos so that the algorithm has a nice choice to pop up some random things. Sometimes it's kind of annoying because it pops up things you definitely don't want to watch, but occasionally something comes up which is quite surprising. Well, yesterday evening I was watching YouTube and the suggestion was for an acceptance speech for an Oscar won by Michael J. Fox just a couple of days ago, and I watched it. I watched it partly because, yes, I remembered Michael J. Fox and enjoyed his acting. It was not exactly serious, but enjoyable, I thought. And partly because I know famously he suffers from Parkinson's disease, and I have some personal experience. My father had Parkinson's for more than 15 years before he died, and I watched it get progressively worse over time, and I know what the symptoms look like and what it looks like and what it means, Michael J. Fox stood for his speech for a very long time and gave a fantastic speech. I thought it was brilliant. It was moving, heartwarming, really tremendous, and proof that the brain is still in there. My dad used to say, brain is still here, body's kind of not responding, but and gives off such strange signals. The lack, the inability to smile quite often, the tremors of the hands and stuff like that. It's a dreadful disease. But anyway, the speech was excellent, really good, very funny. He made great humor. When the tremors in his hand were kind of uncontrollable and getting towards the Oscar, he made a joke about kind of trying to grab the Oscar ahead of time and things like that. It's really good, so I recommend it. If you get a chance to check it out, please do. It's very nice. Right, back to the Sudoku, which today is a medium level puzzle. Do you know how to play? Yes, of course you do. I'm not going to bother with the rules. I'll just explain the rules on a Monday from now on, I think, because I would assume that if you've played the game once before, you must know the rules. They're not exactly difficult to remember, are they? So I should just get on and show you how to solve the game, assuming that I can, of course. I'm being a bit presumptuous here, but I haven't found any guardians that I haven't managed to solve yet. Right, so let's see. We have 4 restricting our movements. Maybe need a nice laxative. Restricting our movements down these 2 columns, and that means that the 4 has to appear here. There's 7 blocks up here like this, and that's going to put a 7 there. That's the nice and easy things that I noticed whilst chatting to you for a moment there, and now that I'm still chatting to you, I noticed the 9 blocking across here. So we're going to finish off this block very quickly, aren't we? Okay. Yeah, that was nice and speedy. I wonder if the rest of the puzzle is going to continue along those lines. Well, what we can say is there's a 4 blocking down here and a 4 across here, so that's definitely going to give us an extra 4 there. Not extra, of course. Extra would mean superfluous. I don't mean that. I just mean another digit that we have placed. 7's block across these 2 rows. That means 7 fits here. The 9 blocking down here puts 9 into either this square or this square. I'm not sure which one, but anyway, one of those 2. So when we can extend that upwards, skywards, and this 9 leftwards, in fact, we're going to place a 9 there. In fact, we have the 8. Now that I'm up in the higher levels, in the lofty regions of the grid, I notice we have an 8 here blocking all the way down, so that's going to put an 8 there. And it means that the missing numbers will be 3 and 9 in these 2 squares here. Right, of course the 9's not going to give me anything. How about the 3's? No, not really very much. So let's just continue and look for other things. Excuse me while I hum. All right, let's just make life easier and see. Okay. Two blocking down here, and across here. So that's going to give me a 2 here. Now we can say the 1 and 2 blocking across this bottom row means that this is actually 1 or 2. So if that's 1 or 2, here must be 3 and 8. So now we know that can't be 3. So here's our 3, here's our 9. We can now extend this way, and the one from down there, that's going to give me a 9 in that square. Our 2 here blocks this square here, or that 2 if you prefer, still blocks that square. So 2 is here, and 1 finishes the row. Now we can take the 1 upwards, 1 up here. That's going to give us a 1 here. The last number to place down here is our 5. Now, I said before 1 and 2 in these two squares. Now we filled up that square, we can place our 1, can't we? We can get this for sure. We know what goes here. This was 3 and 8, so now we can find the missing number along here, which is 6. Right, okay, so caught up to things. I think I'm going to just click on the digits again, see what looks likely. I like the 2 up the top here, don't you? With this 2 blocking up here now, so 2 fits into that square. Right, our 4 blocking up here and the 4 blocking across here means that 4 is in one of these two squares, blocking down with our 4s across like so. That means that has to be a 4. Seven down here and 7 up here, 7 across. 7 goes into that square, 7 across these 2 rows and a 7 up here. That puts a 7 into that square, 7 up this column, that's going to give us a 7 there, 7 across these top 2 rows and 7 up here. That's the final 7. The 8 blocking across here like this puts an 8 into one of these 2 squares, blocking down here. So that's our 8 here. This is our 3 now. 3 blocking up here puts the 3 into that square. Let's go round again. As I've said many times on this channel, the Doobie Brothers once sang. I'm getting to repeat myself. Mind you, if you're new to the channel, you'll never have heard me say it before, right? So I'm okay. You'll never know. One's blocking like this. There's the one blocking up here, one across here. There's the one. We can certainly get this digit here. All we have to do is work out what's missing here. And what's missing is 3, 4, and 6, I believe. So this has to be a 5 then. Now 5 is one of our missing squares here. So we block here and place the 5 here. And that's going to finish that block with an 8 there. Can I get any of these? I kind of glibly put in the 5 without really considering these 3 squares. I might be able to get one of them. Let's see. I've forgotten already what it was. See, my memory's so poor. 3, 4, and 6. Yes, we can. Look at that. We've got a 3 and a 6 in the same row, so we know, in fact, that has to be a 4. And so now we can say the 4 blocking across here, and this 4 up here puts the 4 into that square. And I've just realized there's one empty square here, so I'd better do that quickly before somebody complains. And the missing digit will be a 5. Speaking of 5s, we have 5 blocking down here and across here. There goes our 5, 5 across here, 5 down here, and 5 across here. There goes the final 5. Our 9 blocks this square here, but in this row, row 3, we don't yet have a 9, so let's place our 9 here and finish it off with a 3. Last number to go up here is a 6. 6 blocks up here, 6 blocks across here. Here's our 6, 6 blocks across here, and up here and across here. So there's the 6. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 are done. We're looking for 2, 3, 8, and 9. Right. Not much more to go now. Let's see. Here we are. I was looking for a place with 1 missing only, and I've seen 2 rows down here, 2 columns down here, I should say. And so the missing number here has to be a 2, and then the last number for this column or this block, whichever way you see it, will be an 8. Now we have just 1 digit missing here. The missing number, I think, is a 9. Yes. And so this 3 blocks this square here. This 3 blocks this square here. So down here will be the 3. This would be an 8. 8 blocks up here. That puts an 8 into this square. 3 finishes off the top row. 3 blocks across here, and 3 goes in here. 8, I think, is what we need to finish this column, and 2 finishes today's very easy and straightforward Guardian medium level puzzle. Thank you very much for joining me. I am working today. I'll get in Sudoku as and when possible. Thank you. Bye bye.